Good morning, everyone. This is Anthony, Wall Street Trader. It is 10:10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday, November 11, 2021. This is not financial advice, it's educational. Click the subscribe and the bell to be notified when these videos come out, as well as the thumbs up, and share the video with your friends and colleagues. We're here to talk about Origin Protocol, or ticker OGN. Intraday updates are on the Twitter link below. Let's look at Origin US dollar. We had a monstrous evening into this morning, clearly pulling out of just completely denying gravity in its entirety. We really hit a nice high of $1.50, pulled back a little bit to $1.37. Yesterday we talked about a little resistance around that range. We were trading around $1.15 when we had the video yesterday. But we were as low as $1.01, yesterday morning, then pulling all the way up to $1.50. This is a 50% move within a 24-hour period for Origin. So congrats to those who were involved in it. In the meantime, we definitely have, this is definitely signaling proper support at this line here. And I'll zoom out because, it's good to see the bigger picture in all of the trading that you do. You cannot look at one day's worth of price action and expect to put in an investment that lasts more than a day and expect anything out of that. So this is the long-term view. This looks very, very bullish in my opinion, and I think we can potentially trek up. Now this could be a giant W pattern here, as you can see here, but we do have a little W pattern in here, so we have a little bit of caution around this area. $1.40 is a fair amount of resistance. Yeah, we can poke a hole through 150, but 140 seems to be the spot where we've had resistance back in March, we've had support back in April, have resistance back in May, resistance again in September. Here we could just have pulled back. So we're still around there. We haven't cleared that hurdle yet, but we're still right near that 140 resistance line. Hopefully we could stay above 120 so that in the next couple of days we can say 120 is our real next support. Now, in the meantime, Origin Bitcoin, clearly lots of lines here. So let's clean this action up here so that we can all understand what this thing looks like. I'm going to just save this and then we're going to zoom out. But this is the recent resistance area on the Origin to Bitcoin pair. And as you can see, we've had multiple spots of resistance in the past, and now looking like we could be in a nice area of support. The support line is descending, just like in the Origin US dollar pair. But I think we could find new support on the Origin to Bitcoin pair. Before we get into the drill down on Origin Bitcoin, let's go to Origin US dollar, which is where I think most of you really care about. And let's take a look at the very short-term price action this thing's had. Okay, so right now, looks like we've had a relative nice pull-up over here. And this is very short-term in nature. You can see the gap right there fits well. It fits right on the bottom end of that gap over here back on November 10th, which was yesterday. So we are climbing here. However, if we break this, we could be in for a pullback. Just, expect the worst and your life becomes a lot easier. But anyway, nothing goes up in a straight line. This is a random walk. But in the meantime, going over to, Origin Bitcoin, we'll zoom into that one as well. We have a reasonable area of support right around 1992, which signals, a good, few percentage points down potentially from here. So we have pulled back a little bit. I'm not overly concerned. Let's go over to Bitcoin because this is really where the insanity has been happening overnight. Actually in the late afternoon, right after the video. Couldn't have happened at a worse time, except for Origin holders. Clearly the altcoin of the day, which actually did well given what's going on here. So anyway, broke this support line that we talked about yesterday cleanly all the way down. If you're subscribed to Twitter, you got my play-by-play on Bitcoin and what was going on here. This is kind of the flagship for most altcoins. It is funny how Origin held way better than every other altcoin I've been looking at, given the downtrend of Bitcoin. But make no mistake about it, I think we have a period of a rise on Bitcoin here. I think we hit our low around 62,000, or actually slightly above, but my Low ground was 62,000, followed up by 60,000 handle on support. This now looks like we're consolidating here, but this stuff, we have to see this play out a little bit. Hopefully it's not an upside wedge and then we come back down. But I'll keep you posted on Twitter. It's important to get regular updates on this. If you're lazy and you just want to subscribe, do that, and I'll send you the updates as and when these things happen. Bitcoin dominance, just so everyone is aware, we actually, last night, we started pulling up again on Bitcoin dominance for no apparent reason. So we're starting to see consolidation here above this line. Let me zoom out so everyone has a view. And it's hard to see with all this junk here, but we're still on the consolidation above this line. We're back over this line. So consolidating nicely on the Bitcoin dominance. Let's go into I'll give you the quick 5-second view of what happens with Bitcoin dominance. As you can see, yesterday we had an inflation report. Bitcoin went up. Why? Bitcoin dominance went up and Bitcoin went up because fresh capital is coming into the system. That's what this indicates here. At the same time, when Bitcoin's price was going down dramatically, this was an area of fear. So just so you know, Bitcoin dominance can go up because of one of two things. Number one, new capital being pumped into the crypto market, specifically in Bitcoin. And number two, which is this case here, Bitcoin starts tanking and everyone starts leaving Dodge, particularly in the altcoin market. And that's what this signifies here. So even though it doesn't necessarily apply to Origin because it's done phenomenally well over the past 24 hours compared to every other Bitcoin I'm looking at, this is the normal case when you'll see altcoins start to get demolished here. Anyway, that's all I've got. Origin looking really good. Let's hope we don't cross through on the Origin US dollar pair. We're right at the edge here. I'll keep you posted on Twitter if you're on there, and we'll catch up soon. Hope everyone's having a good day and enjoying the success of Origin. Talk soon.